Hey guys, Ningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and we are continuing on with the legendary Goku event missions, getting all 10 of the newest missions done. I've done Wicked Bloodline already. I believe that was the first video that I've put out, and now we have moved on to androids. So androids is one of those ones that I feel like, depending on your box, it can be difficult or it can be easy. I feel like if you let me know down below if you have done this one, I feel like based on what units you have available to you, there'll probably be a pretty wide range of people that found it going from very easy to very difficult, because we have units like, for example, Android 13, who I know a lot of people didn't bother to summon for. This is basically the one event in the game that he's literally designed for. He is designed to go up against a Goku unit, and even with no dupes, once he's transformed, the Super Android 13 is insanely good in this event. He can tank reasonably well even against UI Goku. Then of course we have this free-to-play 14 and 15, who, now that we've done it, it's already done. They're on the team basically because you only have to get them on rotation with the untransformed 13 once, and now we can see where Goku's going to super attack for the whole of the rest of the event. So having that Android 13 and then having farmed up that free-to-play unit, I'm pretty sure I rainbowed them just because of how good they are with this 13. It's just so good. And then obviously, thinking of some of the other Android options, we have the physical MVP 17. I'm actually using him as my leader with a 13 friend, just so we get that split of having a little bit more HP from his leader skill, whereas 13 gives more defense, and then they both give 170% attack. So we're going to be pretty good there. And then of course the STR Cell, he infinitely stacks his defense, so he's going to be very good. The LR androids, I did get very lucky. I managed to pull another copy of them from the double rates banner. I believe it was actually during my collab with Goresh and Tiger. So I decided to bring them. Not only are they one of my favourite LRs, just because I love the androids team, but I finally have a dupe in them, and they are a support unit for androids. Plus, once we get to STR UI Goku, if we have it available then, that's when I will transform them into 16, and then they should be able to tank pretty well for us as well. So we should be all good here. Now this super attack could potentially hurt, because we do need time to get built up. 20k, that's still really good. We do obviously have the support from the LR androids, but yeah, that's decent this early on. And then, like I say, once 13 actually transforms into Super Android 13, then he's just going to start running wild. Plus the LR does lower attack, which is really useful because we can actually lower his attack for the first few rotations, so that's cool. I'm going to do this. He'll take a little bit more damage because his defense isn't super high yet, especially if he super attacks me, that'd be bad. But this mirror from the heroes banner actually infinitely stacks his defense as well, and he is one of the few units that has a very high defense raise. I think he greatly raises defense with each super attack. And there's not many other units that do that, so his defensive stack is able to build up very, very quickly. So he's going to be very good towards the end as well. He's another one of those heroes units that doesn't have an awakening, but if he gets one the next time the heroes unit banner comes around, he could be really, really good. So, okay, so we'll go ahead and do this. See, keeping Cell on main rotation with this 13 is probably not going to work out too well because they don't really have any key links. So I guess let's do this for now. I'm going to try and drop down some of these orbs. There you go, that's perfect. So we can grab those for you, and then get all of the STR orbs for you. Okay, good, there we go. So we'll do that. We'll keep these two together for now. The free-to-play 14 and 15 get a defense, attack and defense buff, I believe, when they're on rotation with Super 13, which obviously he's now going to be for the rest of the event. It's so good that you only need to get them on rotation with his untransformed version once, and then that's it. You have the ability to see super attacks unlocked for the whole of the rest of the event, which is insanely useful. Like, the worst thing about the Legendary Goku event, and the thing that makes you lose runs all the time, is when you take a super attack in a slot where you really didn't want to take a super attack, and then the overall amount of health that you lose that turn is much more than you expected, potentially even literally dying in one turn, literally just because the wrong unit took a super attack. So the fact that we now know where he's going to super attack every single turn is just ridiculous, because it gives us such a huge advantage in the event. And like we can see here, he's not super attacking us at all, so it actually doesn't matter where we put our units for this rotation. So we'll go ahead and do that, give you that, and then give you those. Just keep picking up some of these same type orbs. And so yeah, Mira not up to the kind of defense we would like him to be at just yet. I believe mine has one dupe. But he does also lower, I think he lowers attack. He lowers defense with his super attack. Let me see, where is the... Let's bring up his wiki page here. Yeah, so he greatly raises defense and does supreme damage. And then, yeah, attacked enemies attack and defense minus 20% for 2 turns. So he's definitely very useful, especially in these first few stages where we actually can lower the attack. Because once you get to God Goku, he can't be attack lowered anymore. So that's very, very useful. And then... I'm honestly wondering if, even with type disadvantage, I feel like this 13 will take less damage from this super than the free-to-play 14 and 15. And then since we don't need a super for 17, we'll just go ahead and do that. So I could be wrong though, let's find out. Yeah, 50k. Exactly 50k as well. That's crazy. That's a very nice round number there. But yeah, I feel like the free-to-play unit, even with their extra defense buff that they get for being on rotation with 13, probably wouldn't have taken less damage than that. So that's all good. Yeah, this Cell really doesn't have key links with anyone on this team, does he? That's really disappointing. Okay, so we'll super attack with you. Oh, damn, I was really hoping there was a way I could drop these orbs down to actually get a super with Cell. No. Okay, well, that'll have to do. At least he's... Well, actually, yeah, he super attacks early. That's perfect, actually. Because, yeah, he super attacks at 10 key. 11 key gets the AoE that heals you a little bit as well. So I guess that's not the worst. Worst case scenario, we'll just have to get his 10 key super. But that still gives him a stack on his defense. That's actually not too bad. So I'm okay with that. It's just crazy because most of the Android team links so well together. I forgot that Cell can be a little bit janky with some of the other androids, because usually I run either the STR or the Tech Perfect Cell, and then I run them alongside the physical LR Cell, so they obviously link together insanely well. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do this. Grab this for you. Go ahead and get the Dokkan attack here. This should finish off Goku, hopefully before he then super attacks us, and then we'll go into the next turn with full health. So let's make sure I hit these. Come on, give me a nice slow one. There you go. I'll take those. So I'll give you that. Let me bring up 13's page here as well, because I believe, doesn't he get guaranteed crits against Goku as well now that he's transformed? Fusion Android 13. Attacks guaranteed to hit, disables enemy's guard, and performs a crit when fighting an enemy whose name includes Goku. So yeah, he's pretty good. Like I said, literally designed for this event, because that whole attacks guaranteed to hit pretty much only applies to this event, because there's not many events in the game where the enemy can dodge your attacks. So pretty much designed for this. What's Mira's defense now? 140,000. That's pretty good. And then it's going to go up even more. So he probably will still take a little bit of damage from the super attack here, but not enough that we shouldn't be able to recover. My MVP 17 on the end here is Rainbow as well, so he should be fine. The friend Android 13 is only 55%, So he's taken a little bit of damage from God Goku here. But that's fine, because obviously, again, guaranteed crits. Very, very good, considering as an AGL unit, he only gets the level 5 additional. Ooh, additional super from Mira is very good here, because that's 2 greatly raising defense before we have to take a super attack. So how much will this do? Wow, still 140k. Okay, it's a bit more than I thought, but everyone else is doing okay. We took double digits from the normal. How much is MVP 17 going to take here? Because he does have decent defense, plus he is a defensive buffing support unit as well. So, what's he going to take here? Not too much, I hope. Ooh, 30k. A little bit more than I thought, but that's okay. So, let us put... So we can get enough key to super with you. I might actually do that. What's Cell's defense? Yeah, Cell's defense is 178,000 now, which is very good. So we'll give you that. That's also 6 orbs, so that gives Cell his extra attack ability as well. Let's go ahead and use this. I just need the heal more than anything, so the little bit of extra defense will be helpful as well. And then, we can't get a super attack with 14 and 15, but should be fine. They shouldn't take a lot of damage on the end here. And then obviously now with that extra defense from the Android 8, both Cell and 13 should be perfectly fine here. A super attack on Android 13 would still be bad. 1.7 mil from Cell, that's what we like to see. Because yeah, units who infinitely stack their attack and defense are obviously way better for this event than units who just stack defense. Because I remember when we did the previous videos, I think it was before they actually added the missions, but I was just trying to do the event with every category anyway, just for funsies. And I did a time travelers run where I pretty much only bought units who stack defense but not attack. And I swear that video was almost an hour long, because we were getting towards the end of the event where Goku has like 55 million health bars and all of our units were doing such little damage. Like, we weren't really taking any damage, but we weren't damaging him, so my god, it took so long. But this super attack will potentially still hurt. Yeah, 127k. It's not terrible though. Once we get past this tech phase, we'll be all good, because this tech guy's the only one that can really deal sort of significant damage to Super Android 13. But obviously we do have the Android 8 active here, so he's not going to take a lot of damage. The LR androids should finish off God Goku here, I would imagine. So yeah, million damage crit, that's what we like to see. That's why I wanted dupes in them so bad, because now they can crit, now that we finally have a dupe. So there you go. But now is the time for Android 13 to shine, because he is not going to have to worry about the attacks from Blue Goku here. Cell is going to get another raise. I can't get him 6 orbs, unfortunately, so I'll just give him an STR orb. And then you only need 1 as well, so I am a bit concerned about a super attack this turn, but I think we'll be okay. Because 13 is just so tanky, like, his super is going to do decent damage, I think, but let's see. 160, that's actually fine. Because, yeah, 13 is just going to take double digits now for the rest of the turn. Cell has raised his defense, I think, enough that even though we're against an AGL unit, he should probably take double digits. So 17 on the back will probably still take, what, 40, 50k maybe? But that still leaves us in a good position. Cell up to 2.5 million on the attack, that's what we like to see. And that crit as well. There you go, double digits, perfect. And then super attack from MVP 17. No crit from him, sadly. Oh wow, 130. Okay, well there you go. Okay, super attack in the first slot again. So I guess we're doing this again. Put you right up there, so we'll give you that. And then we'll give Mira the STR orbs. And then... do I need to use an item this turn? So we know he's going to take about 100 or so. We actually might need to use an item this turn, so I'm going to use a Princess Snake. I'm saving all the big boy items for when we actually get to the UI Goku stages. So we'll go ahead and use another item here. Because I'm just a little bit concerned about how much damage from normal attacks the androids on the end are going to take. Now that's the good thing about knowing where the super attack is, right? Like, we don't need to worry too much about any surprises in the rotation in terms of a super attack coming from nowhere. But it's just more the fact that I'm not quite sure how the free-to-play 14 and 15 are going to tank here. They are obviously getting that buff by being on rotation with Super Android 13, but yeah, I'm not sure. See, Mira taking double digits, I was pretty sure of that. Almost a million attack stat on them, which is not bad at all really for a free-to-play unit, considering there's no support unit on the rotation. Yeah, see, they're taking double digits now. I guess Princess Snake isn't the best item in terms of the raw damage mitigation that it gives you, so they probably wouldn't have been taking crazy amounts of damage. I wonder. So, because he still stacks his defense, I might actually just go ahead and give Cell his 11 key AoE super, because it doesn't do as much damage, but it means we're going to get a little bit of a heal. So I might just be cheeky and get that free little bit of a heal, because we are about 120, 130k short on HP. So obviously 13 is going to get a nice big crit here. I don't think getting the 11 key with Cell instead of the 12 is going to make a huge difference in terms of how quickly we finish off Blue Goku. Because I think even if he got a crit on the 12 key super, he probably wouldn't have killed him. So yeah, see, and we're still taking double-digit damage, so that's perfectly fine. The physical LR androids, though, they aren't the best defensively, so without an item active here, I think they probably will take a little bit of damage in this last slot, especially because we can't lower attack anymore. Yeah, 50k. Bit more than I thought, but that's okay. I mean, as long as we keep getting rotations like this, we're just going to be laughing, because we know we're not getting super attacked, so I can go ahead and put Mira here, because then we can get an extra stack with him, which is what we want. And then 13 will finish the job, because I think even if Mira gets a crit, because he only stacks his defense and not his attack, yeah, 760,000 attack stat, he is not finishing off Blue Goku here, even with a crit. So that's all good. That's the kind of thing you want to be doing, right? When you're running this event, I think I may have mentioned this in the Wicked Bloodline run, because we had that tech freezer, but you want to try and make sure on a turn like this, where we basically know that Super 13 is going to finish off Goku, that's why you put Mira in the first slot and get Mira to attack first. Because then he gets another stack on his defense before we end that phase. So that's what you want. I think we'll be fine here. Super 13 is not going to take a ton of damage from this super attack. Cell, we can get the 11 key super again. I'm not actually mad about that. And then we can't get a super for these guys. They do have type disadvantage, but they do have pretty solid defense, and we know they're only taking the normal attack. So worst case scenario, they take 100k damage, and that still leaves us with like half our health. So that's perfectly fine. Plus we are getting that little bit of a heal from Cell, so we should be all good even if they do get hit crazy hard. But we will see. Wow, 98k. That is actually quite a bit more than I expected, considering we do have type advantage as well as a big defensive buff. Because what is the defense from his passive? 130% attack and defense. Additional attack and defense 13% per target Goku ally on the team. I guess quite a few of the androids are in target Goku, but not all of them. The free-to-play 15 is, the LR is, obviously the cells on. Yeah, we should be. Physical MVP 17 obviously isn't as well. Yeah, so we've got a few target Goku allies. So he is giving himself quite a big defensive buff. But yeah, that was quite a big hit. Okay. Yeah, so I think, like I said previously, I think this is probably the best bet now, is to transform you guys. Bring out the big old beefy boy himself. And then do this. We are running low on healing items though, which is a bit of a problem. Mira, what's your defense? 175,000. Actually, I don't mind not getting the 18 key super with 16 because 16's 18 key super sacrifices a little bit of your HP, which I don't really want to do. I am going to go ahead and use an item just because we know that 13 still takes a reasonable amount of damage from the super attack. So I'll go ahead and use this item here. I mean, we're still doing very well for items. The way that I look at it is if your team can get to int UI Goku and you still have one of each of your 4 items left, then that's a pretty good run. So I definitely can't complain about the progress so far. Plus, this has been one of the quicker runs because we're at the 20-minute mark now and we're already a little chunk of the way into STR UI Goku. So I think this run might be slightly quicker than the Wicked Bloodline one. Plus, of course, we are building up towards another Dokkan attack, so if we can take out STR UI Goku before we get that, then that's going to do a huge chunk of damage to the int UI Goku for us, and make that event, make that phase, obviously, a lot quicker, so that'll be very good. 1.7 on the 16 attack stack. Considering he is the more defensive form that you kind of rely on for tanking, that's pretty good. Million damage crit as well, and then yeah, double digits from the actual attack, so we take that. Let's see. I feel like I should put 17 there because he only has to take 1 attack if I do that, which I feel makes the most sense because we still have the Icarus active, so seeing as though there's no super attack this turn by the looks of it, I don't feel like I'm not missing it. I'm not blind, am I? No. So that means the only unit who's really going to take any damage on this turn is 17, and there's no way he's taking, what, 200,000 damage from 1 normal attack, so that leaves us perfectly fine to not use an item. Unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to finish off STR UI Goku before we get the Dokkan attack, but it just means we can finish him off next turn with the Dokkan attack, and then just move on to the int UI phase, which is definitely better for us because we have a lot of physical units on our team. So once we get on to int UI Goku, we are in a much better state defensively than we are against the STR. But there you go. Wait, did I use the Icarus last turn? Is it still active? Because that's like no damage at all that 17 just took, so I don't know. But there you go, this man has half of his health left. We have the friend unit is going to get the Dokkan attack. We are getting super attacked first though, which is not great because we know we're going to take somewhere around 100k from that. In fact, will we actually kill him with just the Dokkan attack from 13? I'm actually not entirely sure that we will, you know. So I'm going to use the Whis because the Whis lasts for 2 turns, which means if we kill Goku here, it still counts into the first turn of the int UI, so it's definitely worth it, I think, because we do need that damage mitigation. Plus he can't dodge, well, he can't dodge 13 anyway. I was going to say he can't dodge the Dokkan attack, but he actually can't dodge the attacks from Super 13 anyway, so that's cool. And this is of course a guaranteed crit, so we're going to see some nice big damage here. I feel like it's only been giving me really slow Dokkan modes recently, which, considering how I've struggled with some of the quicker ones using the mouse on the emulator previously, I'm definitely not going to complain about that. So come on, what are you going to do for me here? 1.5 million attack stat. Come on, I want to see nice big hit here. We want to get rid of at least 2 health bars here. Come on. 2.36. Okay, not bad. Yeah, it's not going to do... Mira's not going to really do a lot. The androids on the end aren't really going to do a lot. We should get pretty much a full heal, I think, from the Dokkan attack. Let's see. Come on, get a crit. Okay, no crit. Oh, well, there you go. No damage from them, so... Okay, yeah, so we should finish him off this turn. That's okay. In fact, should we do this? Yeah, let's do that. Because there's no way he won't be dead by the time 16 attacks. Actually, no, because I don't want 16 to... Oh, well, he's getting so much ki, it's not going to matter. I was going to say, I didn't want 16 to sacrifice our HP with his 18 ki super, but unfortunately there was nowhere on the rotation I could actually put him that he wouldn't be getting his 18 ki super, so I guess we'll have to just make do. My Super 13 should maybe finish him off here, because mine does have a dupe, so it's obviously a little bit higher attack stat. Doesn't quite finish him off. Whis is still active. 35k, that's fine. So 16, can you actually finish off Goku? 3.6 million attack stat. That's pretty good. Plus, I do like this super attack animation. So give me a hug, boy. Boom. Hey, 1.17. So we lost a little bit of health from doing the 18 ki super, but we took him out. So I'm happy with that. And then we go on to UI Goku, who's going to start off with a super attack. Okay. That's just what I like to see. 230k, and Mira's on 200,000. Nice. I guess maybe I should put Cell first then, right? Because his defense is so much higher than 13's. So I'm actually going to do that. I mean, he'll still probably take some significant damage from this super attack, but I'm quite happy to go ahead, use an Icarus. Because now that we're at Int UI Goku, Int UI Goku is where we can now start spending our items without really having to worry too much. And both Cell and Mira, their defense should be high enough that they're not really going to take a lot of damage from normal attacks. So we don't really need to worry like too much. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, 37k from the super is not really a lot at all. And then double digits from normals. So that's fine. 3 million attack stat from Cell now. Let's go. That's what we want to see. No crit though. I don't know why it's slowing down a little bit. The animation in game getting a little bit slow at times. Other times it seems okay. I'm still trying to work out the kinks, because obviously this is a brand new PC. I just downloaded like BlueStacks and stuff like that, the emulator that I use. I'm trying to fiddle around with all the settings. But it definitely, I think someone commented that on yesterday's video it was a little bit shaky on some of the footage, but hopefully this will be okay. Double supers from Mira again. Both dodged. Fortunately, that still gives us the defense raise though, so I guess I don't really mind too much. It's not like Mira was going to be doing that much damage anyway, so I guess that's fine. 140,000 for you. Should we go ahead and do this now? Because they're going to take the super attack, but it's going to be with type advantage, so that'll probably be okay, I would imagine. Because they have more defense than the free-to-play guys, so it makes sense, I think, to put them there. We do still have the Icarus active as well, so that plus type advantage, we should be all good. That's not a super like that, is there? Get that 4 key for 14 and 15. This last part taking a little bit longer than I expected, so we are getting pretty much close to the time of the Wicked Bloodline run. In fact, this might actually take slightly longer, but as long as we're all good defensively, that's the most important thing, as I've said. So, shout out to anyone who is still watching the video. I know some people like start these longer videos and then don't watch them all the way through, or maybe just skip like closer to the end, but shout out to you if you have watched the entire thing. Give me a hashtag Ningen Club in the comments if you have. And ooh, let's see, how much is this going to do? We got a crit off the super with the androids, that's nice. How much are they going to take with the item active and type advantage? Yeah, it's still 84k, so not the best defensively, that's for sure. But I feel like these guys are going to be perfectly fine here. They are very much within their element for the int phase of this event. Yeah, look how slow that's going. It looks like it's on ×1. It's crazy. But yeah, they do get a ton of defense. Oh, that's it. Sorry, they get They become a support unit when... Oh, I was completely wrong. I wonder if someone's put that in the comments already. They get damage reduction and then a support passive when they're with Fusion 13. So the damage reduction is actually very good. So that's why we've seen a couple of instances throughout the event where they haven't taken as much damage as maybe I thought they would. Because they have damage mitigation. So that's actually very, very good. So we'll do this for you. So we don't have an item active. MVP 17 is taking the super at the end here. I think we can go ahead and... We probably don't need to use an item, but I'm not too sure about how much damage 17 will take. So I'll go ahead and use an Android 8. And then give you these. So yeah, I think we just passed the Wicked Bloodline time, but that's fine. Let's get this done. I think this team has kind of shown that it's good enough, like in terms of survival factor, but and like STR Cell is definitely one of our big hitters. Like him getting dodged here would be real bad because we're getting some pretty big attack stats now. When we have the support on rotation with him, his attack stat is insane. So he's like one of our main damage dealing units, and of course is now not really taking any damage either, so we are very good. We're in a very good position here. And then MVP 17, at least he has type advantage now, so yeah, we're getting there slowly but surely. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get another Dokkan attack to speed up the process. I'm still like... we didn't do as much damage with the previous Dokkan attack as I would have thought. But we are doing okay here. So let's do... Wow, Mira has 360,000 defense. Yeah, I'm just going to leave him in the first slot. Because we don't have an item active this turn. But yeah, he's not going to need it. There's no super coming this turn. So yeah, we'll just leave him there. Let him take double-digit damage from Int UI Goku, which is very good. So we just need to actually bust out some like big hits here so we can actually start taking out this Goku. Because we're not going to die anytime soon. We just need to actually hurry up and kill this man. So at least the LR androids being on rotation, they're giving a bit of support. So 2 million attack stat for 13. Come on. Million damage crit. Not quite as much as I would have liked, but we're getting an additional super, so that's fine. So that's a nice little extra million damage that we can do. So, okay, come on boys, the end is in sight. We're down to the last couple of health bars here. The LR androids will hopefully take off what's left of this bar. So we got, what, 3 life bars left. Come on guys, we can do this. Oh no, they didn't quite take the whole thing off. Okay, 100,000, that's not the worst. Yeah, I might leave them in the front slot, maybe. See, they can't get a super though. Maybe Cell in the front slot is actually the best bet, even though he won't get a super here, because what's his defense? Yeah, 250,000, that's pretty crazy. He would take a decent amount from a super, but let me look at all of these many attacks from Goku. It looks like we're not getting supered this turn. So even though I can't super with Cell, which is kind of annoying, we know he's only taking normal attacks, so he's gonna take double digits from all of those hits. So that's cool. Plus he's getting support from the 14 and 15, so yeah, we're just not going to take any damage this turn again. Goku with the dodge. Goku dodging that pathetic normal attack that would have probably done double digits to him. So Goku acting out like one of our units who will dodge a normal attack that does double digits, but then they won't dodge a super attack that does like 100,000. So you know, it's nice to see that that happens to the enemy units as well sometimes. Right, 13, come on, get your crit here. How much damage is this going to be? It's a nice even million, okay. And then getting so close. It's one of those things, it's like we're not going to die, but it's just like, come on, just get to the end already. But yeah, so let me know down below, have you done the Android stage? What was your experience with it? Like I said at the start, I feel like some people could definitely have some issues based on the units that you have available. Like this Mirror, even though he doesn't hit very hard, look at his defense, 400,000. Like, I'm actually not going to use an item here because we're definitely not going to die. But I just want to see, like, how much damage is he actually going to take from a super attack from UI Goku with 400,000 defense? Because it's really not worth using a Whis. Like, we're not going to die this turn. So let's see how much damage this is going to be. I'm very intrigued to see this super attack damage, because all the normal attacks are just going to be double digits. We know that. But how much is the super going to do? 400k defense. Let's see it. 87,000. I mean, considering UI Goku is one of the hardest opponents in the game in terms of his defense and how much damage he does, that's pretty good. But it does also show you just how much damage he does. Like, still doing close to 100,000 damage when we have 400,000 defense. Which, bear in mind, like, any unit in the game who doesn't stack their defense cannot reach a defense that high, right? So you could take, like, the best Dokkan Fest LR, and then, well, LR Gohan does stack defense, but, like, let's take the Go Bros, for example. I don't think their defense ever gets as high as 400,000, right? And, like, units like the new Goku and Vegeta that we just got on Global, who else is considered, like, top tier? STR Cooler, like, they don't even get close to 400,000 defense, and yet we're seeing this man is still able to hit for, like, close to 100,000 damage even when your defense is that high. So that's pretty nutty. But between Cell and Android 13, this should be GG for Goku. He can't dodge 13, and 13 should almost kill him. Maybe he will kill him with the buff from the LR androids. But if he doesn't, Cell will, as long as he doesn't dodge. Get an additional. There you go. Guaranteed to hit. So there you go. 13 finishes him off. So this run was actually a little bit longer than I expected. I really thought this one was going to be one of the quicker ones. I guess I could have brought some other units who maybe would have hit a little bit harder. Like, obviously, Mirror being one of the main units that we used, stacking defense and not stacking attack. So he obviously didn't hit very hard pretty much throughout the entire event. But he definitely pulled his weight with that 400,000 defense by the end of the event. That's crazy. So there you go. That is the androids run done on the legendary Goku event. Didn't use all our items either, so that's definitely a dub right there. And then, as always, I will go ahead and do the ticket summon. Grab my 5 stones. And let's see. The Wicked Bloodline one, we got 5 SRs. So let's see if we can actually pull an SSR on this one. I'm pretty sure, I think I mentioned this in the Wicked Bloodline one, but on the last one we went many runs of doing the 5 tickets at the end before we actually got an SSR. So see how long it takes this time, because Gohan and Yamcha are not a combo. Super Saiyan 2, can we go 3? Okay, so nothing guaranteed, because obviously 3 guarantees we would be getting an SSR. So imagine getting God animation on this. It means you get 3 SSRs out of the 5. That'd be crazy. But I feel like it's another 5 SSR multi. Yeah, it is. Okay, well, GG's. But right, let me know what you guys thought down below. Have you done it with the Android team? What was your team build? If you don't have some of the units that I used and you still need some advice, feel free to put that in the comments down below as well, or join the Discord. We do have a helpful bunch of people there that will help you with team building as well. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch, or like I said, join my Discord. All those links are in the description below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.